I was hoping for a little cooler temperatures, but Sterling can't do everything.
Well, you know
so
what?
thank you
This
so
is what
much.
they call a cold front right here.
Okay.
Subscribe and ring the bell right now, or you're gonna have terrible luck for the next week. Live TV is fun, spontaneous, sexy, and completely unpredictable. No matter how much you rehearse your lines and powder your nose, sometimes you just can't prepare for when the unthinkable happens. There's no yelling cut or taking it from the top. With live TV, the camera catches everything. In today's video, we'll take you through 20 of the most hilarious TV bloopers of all time. Fitness fads come and go, but the shake weight looks a little suspicious.
I think you kind of vary it. You vary it. You can know how you're doing, by feeling.
I've got a small white one.
Weird.
Does that make a difference?
No, actually, you know what? I don't actually think it's the size of it. It's actually the technique and how you bring
Okay,
it.
thank you, Allie.
Yeah. But thank you so much for asking that. I'm sure a lot of men at home were wondering that as well. Not Chris, because he told me he had the big black one. So yeah, that's very good stuff. 6 inches from the face.
Yes.
Yes.
You don't want to bop yourself.
No, and I say that is a good tip in general. Just 6 inches from the face at all times.
Safety first.
You don't want to hit yourself in the face with it. Not even the little white ones.
When doing a live cross interview, it's probably a good idea to invest in a tight belt.
Square Park and Pulitzer Fountain to watch as people
The terrible twos are a tough time. When you decide to throw an epic meltdown in front of a live camera, sometimes your sister has no choice but to drag you off screen.
Which you're about to preview on Alpha Delphini.
When a feel-good news story covers the adorable beaver, one host can't help but talk about his experience with the furry creatures.
I've seen are bigger.
And not.
Yeah, and they don't look as friendly, so I don't know. Maybe I've seen my beavers in the wrong place. Moving on.
Yes, weather time.
This camera had been set up to watch the dazzling demolition of an old building. The audience at home were less than impressed by this unwanted obstruction.
Bus! Get out of the way, bus! Are you... What the... Here we go.
This man decided to try and live as a goat for science. The news presenters are super supportive.
And he says it was fascinating. A little bizarre, though. Thwaites co-won an IG Nobel Prize for Biology with another man who tried living as several different animals. Watch the video. You try and read that script. I need a Kleenex.
You guys.
Axe throwing is a sport reserved for warriors and skilled marksmen, so it's no surprise that this presenter missed the target altogether. He did hit something, though.
Here's what the axe hit, or should we say who? Drum roll, please. West Point marching band drummer Jeff Prosperi got hammered by the axe while the other band members kept drumming.
Who's gonna win this battle of the lumberjack?
When handing a loaded weapon to an interview guest, maybe check that the safety is on first.
Not yet.
This journalist was reporting on rising floodwaters when he stepped in the most impressive puddle he could find.
Que para que tú tengas una idea, mira este poste de luz.
Ay.
Uy.
Ay, híjole. Sí, es que no... Pues, finalmente
Claro, no podemos ver cómo está el terreno en ese momento. Hay un encharcamiento, como le llaman. Mira este poste de luz.
Ay.
This weather guy seems impressed by this familiar-looking storm front.
To be fair, pushing it over the top of the country is when you take a step back. Is there anything else you see in this picture?
Sam, you didn't have to say that.
What?
It's about as subtle as a sledgehammer, mate. I mean, why didn't you just... Oh, maybe Melissa did. She certainly had to look up.
There's a lot of detail.
Oh, my goodness.
Well captured.
Psst. Hey, you still there? If you're having fun so far, hit that thumbs up. Proof that weather guys have a sense of humor, this presenter somehow stands in the perfect position to represent a growing tropical storm.
Itself will turn into a depression. Nothing really to worry about as far as wind goes, but watch where the precipitation will go. Some of it will head up towards the west, some of it...
This presenter is trying to tell a cute, harmless story about her son. Are we still talking about a toothbrush?
And put it in his mouth, and he'd just kind of sit there like, oh yeah, that feels good. That hits a spot. My gums are itchy.
What starts as an innocent interview with a roadside turkey turns into a vicious assault. Being arrested can be a little embarrassing. Now imagine you're in the middle of a live report when you're handcuffed and read your rights.
Why am I under arrest, sir?
Okay.
You are arrested and live on CNN. We told you before that we are with CNN.
You're probably not surprised to hear that Fox News is full of trash opinions, but this guy goes next level.
Making money because they don't stay all night at the office. They don't go the extra mile. They don't work all weekend. You're making a mistake. You would be much happier at home with a husband and children.
Oh boy. Oh.
I mean, I'm literally shaking.
You just said you're single. You don't have a boyfriend. You're what?
That's
you're
my
celibate.
choice.
Yeah. Look, you're miserable. You would be so much happier with kids around you tonight. Imagine coming home. Mommy's home.
You're
You
know what?
If you're going to do a live appearance via video chat in your hotel room, maybe tell your lady in the background to put some clothes on, especially if it's not your wife.
Insisto, algunas tan nobles y con tanta fuerza y tan importantes como la de...
This fighter waits till the end of the question before going in for a kiss with this unprepared reporter.
Fury gets through Tom Schwartz, do you think you should have a shot?
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
After watching this clip of a great white shark breaching the water's surface, Kyle Stefanovic is a little lost for words.
I am never going back in the water.
Me either. No way.
That's it.
Ah,
That's the biggest thing I've ever seen.
stuff summer.
No. Let's go to the local pool.
We're not exactly sure why this controversial Brazilian model decided to strip off on live TV, but we're not complaining. Maybe this presenter team thought they had a little more time before the studio cut back to them. Nothing sus at all.
voto y hay que respetarlo, es lo más importante.
Uy, Dios mío, me agarraron ahí.
Cosas que pasan en un programa en vivo. Les contamos de inmediato, amigos, que esta mañana el presidente del Congreso, Luis Federico...
Sometimes putting your foot in your mouth has some unintended yet hilarious consequences.
But they've started wearing your clothes.
That's cute.
Pussy, get out of my pants. There we go. There you go. Coming up, the obesity warning to parents. We're going to speak to Australia.
Hurry! You have 10 seconds to pick one of these 3 videos and get to the chopper! Also, don't forget to hit subscribe, ring the bell, give us a like, and share to your friends.